How does this end? Collecting up my thoughts, I'm ready to pretend. How will my head get back to thinking straight again? But I can't see an out, and I don't mean to put all my doubt on you. And I know you're struggling too. Can you carry the weight? Can you carry the weight? Can you carry the weight of my world? Can you carry the weight of my world?
All right, welcome everybody to Seton Hill's Week 2 NECC competition for Rocket League. We will be in game very shortly up against Edinboro University. And here we go, directly off to the races. Sorry everybody, trying to get some other stuff situated. Cool, and we're in it. All right, this should be what we want, I believe. Seems like there's only been one shot, one save so far, so the first 30 seconds of this match nothing has really happened. Nothing has really developed, but Seton Hill still working with the ball on their side of the field. Tarts, Russell going to jump and try to challenge for that ball and going to get bumped out of the air. Instead of going to get boost, he's waiting there just trying to see what Edinboro is deciding to do with the ball in that moment. He still doesn't have much boost to his name. I think he grabbed maybe 2 pads and then went up for the ball again. Charlie with a 50 that just stays in the air right in front of him, going to be in our defensive corner. Tarts with an opportunity to do something with the ball. Mountain going to be the one to follow up. Instead, he leaves it for Charlie. Miscommunication and a little bit of uneasiness going into this first game, and once they warm up into it, I expect things should be a bit better. Mountain getting demoed right in front of the goal allows for Russ to go for a touch towards the Edinboro net. Nobody able to find the back of either goal so far. And it's yet to be determined whether it's a lack of offensive performance or a valiant defensive stand, and it doesn't matter because a great 50 on the sidewall takes the ball into the back of Edinboro's net. Seton Hill goes 1-0 and scores the first goal of the series. It's best of 7 as well. Just like to reiterate that every now and then. I need to take this out. There we go. Oh, now we're gonna have to cycle through everybody again. All right, there we go. Ooh, Charlie just barely able to get a piece of that ball, keeping it from landing on Edinboro's car. Could have been very dangerous because all it would have taken was one tap to kill the ball's momentum off of the ground and send it straight into the goal in that bottom left corner. Tarts almost gets another goal there. Gets a double tap off of the backboard. And now somebody's going to have to get some sort of defensive touch to be able to keep this ball out. Tarts again gets it. Seton Hill boys have boost, but they're also so very close together. Once the ball ends up in Edinboro's possession, it seems like it slows to a certain degree, and it's jamming up not only our rotation, but theirs as well, it seems. A very close touch was sent to the backboard of Edinboro and almost made it in, just did not quite have the finesse that we were looking for on it. Charlie rotating in, Mountain rotating out, and now Russ is up, trying to hit Charlie a little downfield. It's more of like a lateral pass than an upfield pass, I would say. Charlie trying to get some touches off the backboard. The ball's in front of the net, but it's cleared away by... I'm decent. He could be decent at Rocket League, but he's not decent at spelling. But one of his teammates ends up getting the ball in the back of the net. It's a tied game for game 1. It's the third kickoff of game 1. Boost going to be collected by Edinboro now that's in front of the goal in the scoring funnel. Charlie does not make a challenge in the corner, and he's still over there. Tart's going to be able to get it back up to the sidewall and collect it. Puts it down in front of Mountain. Mountain takes it past the half field mark. He's rotating out now. Charlie and Tarts need to do something with this ball to allow the third man to get back. Ball's handedly dealt with off of the back wall. And now Mountain trying to find a center for one of his teammates, both of which went up. So now Mountain should be the lone defender in the back. He's coming towards the ball, and he's got it. It's not out of the woods quite yet. It's back at the net, and Charlie's able to clear it away. 25 seconds left in game 1, and we might be headed to overtime. Mountain off the back wall. Big touch downfield. Byron does not take the ball with him. He might take one of the Seton Hill players with him, though. He does end up getting a demo that puts us down 2-0. to 3 for a brief moment. Just a moment of power play. Ball makes contact with the ground, and we're headed to overtime in game 1. Ooh, very close, very close. Tart's there to follow it up. It's up, it's on the back wall. Not going to be able to get a very easy angle there, but all 3 of the defenders of Edinboro are panicking in front of the net. It's going to be headed back towards their back wall. It's rolling down, but gets deflected a little downfield. Almost an own goal coming from Edinboro to end this game 1. Would not have been a great scenario for morale if you are Edinboro. Mountain puts it in the middle. It's off the backboard. Not a great clear coming out from one of the defensive members of the orange team. Charlie gets a touch. Anything else? Mountain's able to help. Charlie gets another one, but they're out of boost. Tarts is there downfield looking to see what he can do, but I think he might have rotated too far in. Big touch. It's headed towards the net. We need to make sure we're communicating. I'm pretty sure Charlie called him off on that one. If I had to guess, if I was a betting man, I would say Charlie called him off. Oh, Flick does not quite make it over, and as long as nothing happens here, it doesn't look like it's going to be an easy shot for Edinboro, but all right, Mountain is able to clear this one off to the side again, gets a 50 as well. He's taken 1.5 members from Edinboro, and there's 2 of them up in front of the goal. This might be Edinboro's moment. What a save, but it's not for long because it's just sent to one of the members of Edinboro, and they take game 1. All right, I'm going to grab screenshots, all of that good stuff. There's the Badoo. Post-match screenshots. Boom. All right. Sorry guys, I'm having to do some other stuff. All right, we're into game 2. Edinboro taking a game off of Seton Hill. But this is a best of 7 series. There's still a lot of game to play. And this is a promising start from the Seton Hill lineup. Having a goal within the first 15 seconds of match 2, game 2. No boost on Mountain here. We're going to make it very difficult to get up to that ball. Iceman Slider's not able to get to the ball, not in a back post position, so the ball's able to be slotted right behind him and find Edinboro's first one of this second game. Very quick play, very fluid play from Edinboro to follow up on, I'm not sure if it's miscommunication, just not rotating the right direction, not getting a great kickoff for ourselves. I didn't really get a chance to look at it. Where is Striker? Tarts controlling the ball, tries to get it over to Charlie. but not able to get it past that member. Ooh, I'm not sure if that was going in. It looked very suspect from this angle, but that one, however, is going to make it under the crossbar into the net, taking Edinboro to a 2-goal lead. Mountain with the ball on the side, pops it out in a dangerous spot, but Charlie's able to get to it. Another ball coming towards the backboard of Seton Hill. Mountain again, no boost, but gets another touch on the ball. Big touch from Charlie, sends it upfield into the corner. And an own goal from Mountain. Seton Hill not looking great in this game too. Potentially going to be going down 2 games, which is something that hasn't happened since, I don't know, playoffs of last semester. I guess it did happen in placements. Nice. Sorry if I'm not talking a whole heck of a lot about the game. I'm flipping back and forth between the streaming setup and my laptop over here on the side, but a little over half of this game left, and still a lot of potential to be able to come back in this one for the Seton Hill boys, for the Griffins. Russ trying to do his best to get this past anybody on the Edinboro side. Nice man, Charlie trying to get something more substantial behind the ball. Mountain gets it past 2. Third man is there to get a touch on it, and that might just be in, but Charlie's able to save it hard off the backboard to one of the members of Edinboro, but nobody is there to make a play. Nobody was able to get boost and get back to the ball fast enough in a meaningful way. Upfield pass to Russ, does not make it to him. Soft touch towards the Seton Hill net is going to have to be defended away. It almost looked like a triple commit from the Seton Hill squad, but I think somebody called that ball out. Woo! Nice. Very scary play there. Need to make sure that we're getting this ball out from in front of the net and not just saving the ball to save the ball. We need to save it with intention. Very close. It's coming back out into the middle. Nobody's there to try to attempt at a shot. Redirect tries to come through from Byron, but it's not able to find its mark. Seton Hill still yet to come alive in this series. Looks like we will be going down 2-0 unless they pull off something crazy, and this could be the start of something crazy, as now it's just a 1-goal lead, 25 seconds left. Good follow-up there from Mountain. And woo, the boys are able to tie it up at 0 seconds left. That is wild. On the kickoff, Mountain sends the ball off to the right side. Charlie tries to get a 50, but it ends up getting taken to their backboard. Now playing from the back foot. Russ with a big touch. Mountain looking if he can cut off rotation to get to this ball a little earlier. And now he's here to defend a shot that was looking to slip between the cracks of the Seton Hill defense. Charlie gets to the ball first, making sure that that doesn't turn into a shot that's bouncing in the middle dangerously for Seton Hill. Oh, woo, what a save for Mountain again. And we have to get somebody behind this ball before it gets sent towards the net. Game 2 of this series just going off of the rails. Russ with a flick, getting it over one. And the 50 comes out, but it goes in Edinboro's favor. Now we have Mountain. Gets the ball past one. Charlie tries to get the 50 on the other. And then Russ is able to take the ball up to their defensive corner. On our offensive third, the bump comes through, but it hits the crossbar. We're not going to be able to put that one in quite yet, but we're applying the pressure wherever we can find it. Russ up again, taking it back to the corner that he's familiar with from just a moment ago. Mountain going to try to collect this ball off the sidewall. He's up in the air now with boost. Tarts gets it behind Byron. He gets a demo as well. Did not really look like he was going fast enough to do that. Not going to go any further with this. There we go. Mountain looking to get something done here. Ball is floating dangerously in front of the Edinboro net. It gets cleared off to the side, but Charlie's going to be able to gather this and try to find a pass to somebody. Tarts picks up the boost in the back. Mountain. Oh, he pulled away from it. I hope that was because he was called off and not just because he had a feeling. Ball is floating. It is headed in the Seton Hill direction. And the read from Chaos here is very nice. He gets another one. Good touch, good challenge from Charlie to make sure that just doesn't go anywhere for free. Not a lot of boost on the members of Edinboro here. If there was a moment to strike, it would be now, but it doesn't look like there's much boost for the Seton Hill boys either. Mountain tries to get the ball into the center, but it just does not quite have the power that we were looking for. Team bump comes through from 2 of the Seton Hill boys. Chaos burning a bunch of boost there to not get anything onto the ball. Byron hits it back towards the sidewall, bounces back into the middle. Charlie puts it towards the backboard. Mountain goes for an attempt on the sidewall and misses. Also does not get the boost. And now Russ is going to be the one on the ball, the man on the ball trying to make the play. Number 1. Ball bounces off the ceiling. We don't get a touch here. It could be very dangerous. Mountain very comfortably gets that ball away, but he puts it right back into the Edinboro possession. Grabs the boost in the corner. Not going to be able to follow this one up, but it goes directly to Charlie, who gets challenged by Chaos. Russ has a lot of boost to his name, but so does the defender in front of him. The 50 goes in our favor, and we're nearly 2 games in on this single match 2. Game 2, whatever you want to call it. Oh, off the backboard. Oh, the touch. Is it under the bar? It's not. Russ is here. He sends it to the sidewall. He's going to be able to get multiple. Oh, I really thought he was going to be able to get multiple touches, but he doesn't end up jumping, and somebody beats him to the challenge. Demo comes through from Charlie, but when the ball is headed this direction, that doesn't do you too much. It's on our backboard. Doing the best we can. Gets a touch. It's rolling favorably for us. Mountain just needs to get this into the center for one of the boys. Demo comes through. Charlie does not beat his man to the ball. Flip does not go the direction that member of Edinboro wants it to. Charlie, big touch into the sky. He's not following it quite yet. And Russ is going to be able to gather the boost on the side here. A lot of members of Seton Hill sitting on their heels in the net. We need to make an offensive play. It needs to start to develop from the back, and that's not how we're going to get it done with our cars being demolished. This, however, might look a little bit more promising. Mountain tries to center the ball to one of his teammates. It just doesn't quite make it to where it needs to be. Applying the pressure where we can. Russ is going to be able to get to this ball. It's bouncing in front of the net. I believe the bump came through, so there's going to be a free touch here. For who, though? It might just flip back and forth on its head, and that could have easily wrapped up this game too. But the execution is just not quite there. Off the ceiling again, but on the opposite side of the field. Touch comes through, but it's challenged very nicely. Touch off the backboard. We need to be up. Somebody needs to be there. The 50 keeps the ball in the same spot. Mountain puts it into his corner. He doesn't have a whole lot of boost to his name. Somehow Russ is able to get it past two. Charlie sends the ball towards the net, but it's gonna hit the sidebar. And we're still going. 5 minutes, almost 6 minutes overtime in game two. I'm not gonna have a voice by the end of this. Ooh, we do not make a connection there. Trying to be very aggressive onto the ball. Now this should be a 2v1 scenario. However, we don't have the boost to go for the ball when we want to. And Charlie takes us out of game two and ties up the series. Oh, I need to get a screenshot. All right, this has officially been turned into a best of 5. All right, I'm going to click the ready up button. All right, we're subbing in a bit of the lineup. Edinboro is ready, Seton Hill is ready, and we are getting back in. And we're ready to go. This is game 3. All right, on stream we should be able to see the time a little bit better now. Let's see how the rotations change with the sub that we just made. Tart's able to get the boost out of that corner. Oh, that is not a great touch because it's going to be centered in front of our net. Good thing Charlie is there to be able to clear it. Charlie puts it on net, on frame, and one of the members of Edinboro is able to dispatch that out from in front of the goal very easily. Almost like swatting a fly. Ooh, another demo comes through. And Tarts puts this ball upfield. Another demo comes through. Very physical change, but I don't feel like that's intentional. Blaze on the ball. Edinboro takes our back right boost. Blaze gets it over one. It's going back at our backboard. Russ doesn't even have to get a 50 there. The Edinboro player just misses the ball. Russ still on the ball. 50 goes in Edinboro's favor. It's bouncing back across, and 2 members of Edinboro were up to potentially take a shot at that. We need to be quicker off of this ball, boys. Demo comes through from Edinboro, but the ball is headed the opposite direction. Touch comes through. It's going to make contact with the backboard, and there it is! Striker able to make his man miss. And Charlie able to read off the backboard. He's been working on that a lot. It was not the greatest thing for him his first season. Bump comes through. Not sure how much it's going to change things because they had two men up in the air to try to send this ball in a positive direction for them. Ooh, that was a weird transition. All three members of Seton Hill sitting in front of the net, driving backwards to try to save the ball. I think somebody behind you can take care of that, and it might have helped out in our rotations because now, after the triple commit, game 3 is tied. Going to bounce dangerously into the middle. It's still off the backboard. We have a little bit of boost to our name, and that's going to find net. I'm not sure who was responsible for the weak defensive rotations that we saw in the Edinboro goal just a moment ago, but Russ looking to make sure that his name is cleared by making up for it with that play. Russ again going to, ooh, I thought he could see that he was not making contact with that anymore. Going to have to pass this one off to his teammate. Striker's able to get the ball to the backboard, bounces it off, tries to get it to Charlie, but Charlie doesn't have any boost to do anything with the ball. Interception from Charlie. Just gets handed right back to Edinboro off of the very touch that nearly gave us the possession. 50 goes in favor of Charlie. Falls off the sidewall, not quite going to make contact with it, but Charlie turns to be able to get there. Blaze gets the touch to make sure that this isn't immediately in net. Upfield pass to Charlie, and it's looking for the goal, but it's going to be cleared by the very team that shot it. Oh! Oh, sorry, I had to mute my mic and cough there for a moment. And just as I come back, Seton Hill looks to increase their lead with another goal. My throat just decided to tell me that I was dying, and I just had to say, yes, sir. Oh, I thought he was going to be able to get the boost and the ball, but now he just has the boost and one less teammate for a brief moment of time. Oh, the flick. Not quite a flick as much as it is a 50. And Charlie's going to be able to get a touch on this one. Can we get the big upfield pass? It kind of works, but we didn't have any boost on the person that was upfield. We don't have boost on the person that's backfield. Oh. All right. Oh. Blaze just looking for bumps, trying to get physical with it. There's 25 seconds left. We just need to make sure the ball doesn't find the back of the net on our end. 15 seconds left, and this could be the first lead that Seton Hill has had in this series. Off to the side. Nice touch to keep it over on that side, not letting it roll up or bounce off of the sidewall to get back into the center, and it clinches game 3. The series score is now 2-1. All right. we're moving to game 4. Just to remind everybody, this is a best of 7 series, so it's the first person to win 4 games here. Looks like everybody is good to go into the next match. So, we're just going to get to it. Kickoff. Almost goes directly down the middle line. Oh, bump disrupts both players. Ooh, very close, but the follow-up is barely even needed. Maybe just the pressure, the sound of his car alone causes Edinboro to score an own goal. I didn't put in the scores for the other matches. That's fine. I got the screenshots, so I'll just do it later. All right, back to the game. We have boost. We have the 50. We're on the sidewall. We're trying to get to the ball, and it seems like just as quickly as we get boost, we use it to try to get to the ball. I see a bit more gas in the tank from a few members on Seton Hill. Russ is downfield with no boost. And Charlie's able to find the back of the net with the help of his boostless teammate. That sounds way more offensive than it actually is. Sitting here laughing at my own stupid comments. Casted by myself, talking to a screen. I'm going nuts. All right, Striker makes an attempt at the goal. That registers as a shot and a save for both sides. Chaos takes the ball to the sidewall, gets it pop over one, but Striker's going to be downfield to collect it. Going to hit the corner and bounce into the middle, but gathered by the members of Edinboro. Same on the other side of the field by Seton Hill. Oh, and the fake comes through. Maybe it wasn't quite a fake. The man did have no boost, so he couldn't really do much. Pop does not quite make it over one, but the follow-up doesn't either. Off the sidewall, Blaze is going to try to get another touch. It hits the ceiling, and it's going to, woo, hit sidebar. It's so close. Another attempt at the goal. This member that's defending does not have any boost. Neither does Charlie, and he's going to have to rotate out. Blaze is the last man back. He's going to have to make a stand here to make sure that Edinboro does not reduce this lead that Seton Hill has gained. I don't know how he's able to get that boost there. I saw an orange car there before him. Again, Russ is in this corner with no boost. Byron turning to contest the ball with his 7 boost. That's more than 0 if nobody's doing the math. Charlie here also doesn't have any boost. How do we keep ending up in our own net with no boost? Sitting there all together with no gas in the tank. You're all going to be stranded if you keep playing like this. Hard off the sidewall. That should be our 3rd man. Now Tarts should be able to get that boost. Is he just trying to play as a target man upfield? I'm not sure, but that's definitely what it feels like a lot of the time. Made one man miss. Charlie did. Yoda sounding ass. And that's off the sidebar again. Big offensive break for Edinboro, or at least it looked like it was promising. Striker does not have boost at all, and he's still able to challenge them downfield. Oh, that's going to make it to the backboard. Actually hits the crossbar, makes the sound and everything. And now Striker with boost. He's headed up. does not get the touch that he wanted, but the ball is technically still in Seton Hill possession. Off the backboard. Who's up? Striker's up. It's headed in. What a save, but not for long. Oh, not quite. It was almost just a straight up kickoff goal. Oh, and Striker with an uncharacteristic miss. He had a full tank of boost and everything and just could not make contact with his flip. Striker takes the ball, gets the double touch off the backboard, but it doesn't quite get where we needed it to be. Charlie sitting behind him with low boost. So is Russ. We only need one of you guys to not have boost, not all of you. Nice touch to collect this ball. Nobody goes for the bump. Nobody's going for the boost. And we're just not utilizing our time in a way that just makes our rotation more consistent. Either way, I think that's 3-1 to Seton Hill now. And I'm going to, well, first off, I need to do this. I think we're just gonna keep it. Same lineup. Gonna try to send this match home. All right, this is match point for Seton Hill. We're looking to get some time in for some other players today, but not having time in between these games is making it a little weird for me to make these calls from the casting booth. Also, that game one made me a little worried, and maybe I should still be worried. I'm not crazy, right? It is 3-1 Seton Hill now. Sorry, everybody. I'm taking a look through the screenshots that I've gotten. Yeah. Oh man, I did the thing. All right, this is match point for Seton Hill. So if Edinboro wants to make a stand and take us to more games in the series, they're going to have to make that stand right now. Low boost on the members sitting in the back line of Seton Hill. Just constant. Maybe it's got something to do with Edinboro, because I was just looking at their team, and they all had like well over half a tank of boost. Maybe we're getting starved out in this match. Ball's in the middle. Blaze is looking for it, but there's two members crossing paths from Edinboro to make sure that doesn't make it into the back of the goal. Almost an own goal, but now we've got the back pass up to Russ. Russ not able to make it off the first touch, not able to make it off the second touch either. Oh, that's dangerous. We don't have a lot in the tank here. Pass into the middle. Does not find the target. Russ headed towards the boost. Gets onto the back wall. Might be a little bit hard of a touch for a pass. Striker trying to make people miss as Charlie gets removed from the midfield unwillingly. Charlie makes his way back from being demoed and gets a touch onto the ball that puts in the middle, but nothing else is going to come of that. Striker pre-jumps this offensive touch, but it only disrupts Edinboro's offense a little bit. Russ on the back wall, bounces it off the ceiling, gets a touch off of the ceiling into the midfield. Charlie doesn't have a whole lot in the tank. We're inching up a little bit too much for me to be comfortable with it. Especially seeing as how we are one goal down right now. Flicks it over one. Blaze does not end up going for that ball. And now Charlie's going to be the one forced to go for it. Has to dodge a demo attempt, but is still going to come out with the ball somehow. Ball's floating in the middle, and that's the equalizer! Blaze and Charlie making a connection here to tie up this game 5 and potentially end the series early. Minute and 12 seconds left in this match. I have a feeling whoever scores this next goal, whether it be before overtime comes or during overtime. I mean, obviously, if it's during overtime, then the person wins. But the point I'm trying to get across is I don't think there's going to be more than one goal left in this specific game. Unless, yep, that one gets defended, but we have two members on the other side of the ball with boost. We're bullying them in their own net. We're still playing very physical right now, and it has had a visible effect on Edinboro's rotations, but it seems like they've been able to work themselves back out of it. They have boost in the tank. They have members behind the ball, and they're sending the ball back towards our net. It's on the backboard. One of the members of Edinboro is up. I think he might have gotten a flip reset off of that, and it's just pelting the backboard. Nobody's able to find net with it. 10 seconds left, and it's just sitting in the midfield. Russ gets a touch while on the backboard to send it off to the side. We're going to overtime. What I said was true. The next goal decides this game 5. Seton Hill scores it. The series is over. Edinboro scores it. We go to a game 6. Charlie is able to keep it out of the back of the net, but he gets demoed. They take his life for it. Trying to pass it to either of his teammates is Blaze from the right side wall to the left side wall. Now they all have boost except for Blaze, and now we are trying to work in an offensive possession. Ball is bouncing towards the middle, but one of the members of Edinboro is there to just very easily gather it. No boost on this member of Edinboro. No boost on that one either. This is the only one that matters because he's the one that can make the challenge. It is bouncing dangerously towards our net. It's cleared off to the side with ease. Charlie trying to go for a ball that's not his. I don't know how he didn't get that boost. I didn't see who did get it, but it wasn't him. A touch there, a redirect there could have sealed the fate of this game. But it's just not quite there yet. Big touch from Charlie coming. It's downfield. Tarts is under it. Can he get a touch? A 50 comes out. The ball trail is blue, so we know he got some of it. Blaze pinches it off the sidewall. He can't make the other one miss. Has to go for a 50 instead. Russ almost gets it by one. And if he had gotten it by that one, it would have been a shot. At least an attempt at one. The touch goes towards midfield, but also towards the middle of the Seton Hill net. So it was a little bit dangerous. Blaze with boost. No, this is Charlie with boost off the backboard. Not able to get it to one of his teammates. Edinboro able to defend this ball away from the center of their goal. The Brown pinch crosses the net, but nobody from Seton Hill saw that coming. Big touch downfield. Charlie still has boost. He can still look at this ball. It's being centered for one of his teammates. Nobody's there yet. Are we really going to go to 6 minutes again in an overtime? Miss from Russ. Charlie gets a touch upfield. The moment he gets the boost, it's just gone. Big touch upfield, a little bit of bullying from the Edinboro defender. We're still here just flipping around, flailing at this ball. The touch comes through, and that will be the series. Blaze and Russ able to make a connection there to seal this series off. Can I get the last screenshot? And that puts Seton Hill 2-0 up for the year. We're just going to send it off there. Thank you, everybody, for coming to watch. If you're watching the VOD, thank you for watching that. We will be back tomorrow. Nope. All right, I'm just going to transition to the other screen because that's where the information is. We will be back tomorrow. No, I almost did it again. Friday, Overwatch at 9 p.m. is when the Seton Hill stream will be back. Make sure to tune in, and I will see you guys there.